welcome back to another vlog. It is Monday. We've just been getting after it. I tried to show a little bit of my routine, and I was actually watching a YouTube video while I was working here a little bit ago, and it was talking about like their realistic morning routine. I was like, that would kind of be like a fun vlog to film, especially like I'm really trying to get back into a routine. My husband and I honestly were like rushing it on routine, then we kind of fell off for a little bit. So anyways, got back into that this morning. I went to the gym at 6:30, had a really good workout, felt really good, and then came home, did a mile walk with Scout, fixed breakfast, did my devotional, and I've been working. And now it's almost 1 o'clock and I'm about to have a meeting for the next like 45-ish minutes, which should be really good. It's like a career growth Q&A like panel, and I just think that that'll be interesting to get to listen in on. So this vlog is really going to be me locking in with Needlepoint, okay? I have ideas, okay? Like up here in my brain for Christmas gifts, and it's August 10th. And the reality is that the holidays will be here like before we know it, and I don't want to be rushing like come like halfway through November to like try to get like Needlepoint Christmas things done. So that Jimmy Buffett that I have been working on, actually let me just go grab that and I'll show you guys the progress that I've made, because I did start it this weekend. Start on Jimmy this weekend because that is going to be like a joint gift for both my parents because they're both big Jimmy Buffett fans. With the stitching on this, I don't like to diss anyone in the needlepoint world, but I do kind of have a gripe about this canvas. It's from More Stitching, and so I'm used to like a printed canvas. Like my stocking was a printed canvas, but it was printed really well. Like every intersection was clear on that. I never really had to guess what was what. And I will say, like now that I've started stitching this Jimmy Buffett canvas, there are definitely some intersections that I'm like, I don't really know. Like, is that supposed to be this color or not? And like even the, I guess like skin tone had like a darker shade in like up here and then like around like some parts of the face. And now that I've done it, I'm like, I think it kind of looks weird. So like, I think I'm gonna just cut that out. I don't know. I just like don't, it's not printed very well, if I'm being honest. And I don't know that I would buy another one of these like people from them, just because the way that it's like some of the intersections are just like not very clear. And like even like, I don't know if you can actually tell, but like I had to rip out some thread in his hand right here because it got messed up. But like there's a little spots that are brown in that, and I'm like, is that supposed to be like brown? It's supposed to be like fingers? Like, I don't know. It's just not printed very well, and it's kind of frustrating and kind of sad. And I really didn't notice it until I started stitching. That I was like, okay, I'm kind of confused on like what, or like for example on like the outside of the guitar over here, like I would stitch what it said, but then it like would look weird. So then I went and like added some stitches around like the corners and stuff. So I'm not loving it. I'm not, it's not very like, I would not recommend any of these canvases to a beginner if they're all printed like this, because it's kind of tough. But anyways, this is like a joint gift for my parents, and neither of them are going to watch this YouTube video, so it doesn't matter who I show this to. But this is the progress that I've made so far. I think that what will take me the longest on this is whatever background stitch I decide to do. So I've been kind of looking up a few different things and just trying to focus on like what I know I'm just doing like a typical normal like continental stitch on for now. So I was really just trying to get his like skin tone done, the guitar done. And then I kitted this canvas with the bird with Very Velvet, and I kind of want to make like the wings look like a little bit realistic. I kind of wish I would have done fuzzy stuff now that I'm thinking about it. I may still do it, I don't know. But I don't know, I really like the Very Velvet. So, or I could use the Very Velvet on a shirt. Lots of decisions to make here. I really love this canvas. I just, now that I'm actually working on it, it's just not printed very well. And I don't like to say bad things about anyone, but it's just not, I'm just having a hard time like with the intersections on it. And then I really locked in yesterday, which I didn't film any of this because I just kind of took like a day. It's a day yesterday. I'm gonna show you guys my like super secret project because I'm like 99% sure that she would never watches YouTube. She's even told me, she's like, yeah, I'm not really like a YouTube person. I've tried to like get her into it and I don't think she watches it. So this is my gift for, honestly, it's a very expensive gift needlepoint wise, because I just ordered the thread, and like granted I kitted it online, so I may end up even having to go back into the store and buying some stuff if I don't really like how things look together. But I just spent $220 on thread for this canvas. So it's going to be a combined gift, and then I want to get it professionally framed because it's going to need a custom mat because it's a weird size. So let me show you. I have never painted a canvas before in my life, until now. Here she is. So this is their house. This like giant bush, you're probably like, what the heck is that? She has like literally one of the oldest Japanese maples like in our county in her house, and I wanted to show it when it was like in full bloom. That's kind of like the focal point. And then obviously their house, and like she has, I didn't paint the grass very well, but I think once I stitch it, I'm gonna try to like stitch it to maybe look more like grass and like look up a tutorial on how to do that, like down here and over here. Obviously with these rocks, there was like a little bit more color in them, but I just painted them gray because I only had one shade of gray in my markers. This I painted with like actual acrylic paint, not with a paint marker, because I needed to like actually see the colors come out. So we'll see how this looks once it's done, and I want to be able to like do some, like make it kind of like it's falling or like raining down a little bit. I don't really know how exactly I'm going to do that, but I'm going to have to figure it out. So this is the super secret project that I've been working on. This took me a while to paint. Honestly, the house itself didn't take long. This took forever. And I finished this yesterday. So I just ordered the thread. I'm going to do it in Milan, and it's going to be framed once I'm finished. I'm honestly just really proud of the painting itself. Like, you could definitely tell this is her house, like just from looking at it. So I am proud of that. And then I did paint one other canvas yesterday because I had all my stuff out, and I was like, I'm just going to do this really quick. So let me show you that one. So come over here with me to my needlepoint wall. And I painted these yesterday that look like the little sugar cookies, the little Pillsbury sugar cookies. I bought the pattern off of Etsy and just painted it really quickly with my little paint pens, and I think it's so cute, and I would love to turn these into like little fridge magnets. Like, I think that would be adorable. So that is what I worked on yesterday. But I was saying I just need to lock in because Christmas will be here in 2 seconds. So I need to keep this week. You and I are gonna be locked in on that Jimmy Buffett canvas. I ordered the thread for the house, and I ordered it from Nashville Needlework. So I don't think that the shipping will take that long. That's like the one thing, like I do like ordering thread from Casey Needlepoint, but it takes forever for them to ship because they're so popular. So I'm hoping from Nashville Needleworks it doesn't take that long. I could have kitted in person, but honestly I was kitting off a picture and not the actual canvas. So it doesn't really matter. Like, once I get them, I mean, I'm gonna wanna make sure the colors look good together and are cohesive, but I kitted everything based off the picture on my phone because the colors of that canvas are not exact to her house, just because I painted with what I had, not with. Sometimes I didn't have the exact color, and I was like, I'm not gonna kill myself to like make this the exact color because it doesn't matter because it's gonna get stitched over and I can color swap it. So anywho, that's what I need to lock in on, okay? Lock in. So I'm gonna be locking in on a lot of things this week. So locking in on my routine. We're going to the gym at least 3 days this week, most likely. Today, Wednesday, and Thursday. I think I'll have to go and look what the workout is on Thursday. If it's box jumps, I'm not going. And then locking in on Jimmy. And once I get the thread for that house, we're gonna lock in on that house. So happy Monday. Thank you so much for being here, hanging out with me throughout this week and getting back in a routine with things, locking in with some things. And yeah, let's see how the week shakes out. Welcome to Law & Order SVU. I don't know why I'm just like sitting right here like with this all behind me. I'm like, I feel like I'm about to have a serious conversation. So I'm like, I need to lock in, I need to lock in, I need to lock in. Have I locked in since I was in the car earlier? No. I, in fact, am locked out and am making yellow sheet cake with chocolate frosting as we speak. That's what I'm doing. I had like an idea from it's about Sarah Fennel, creator of Broma Bakery. This has so many good recipes in it. I had this idea the other day because I was trying to think of things that bring me joy and that keep my mind busy, which obviously needlepoint is like #1 on the list because there's so many things you can do with needlepoint. You can actually be stitching, you can be painting a canvas, you can be kitting a canvas, you can be organizing your threads, like millions of things you can be doing with needlepoint to keep your brain busy. Sometimes I just don't want to sit on the couch. Like sometimes I'm feeling like I want to be doing something else. So I had an idea the other day that I could kind of start like a new little series on my YouTube called Baking with No Bun in the Oven, where I get a cookbook and try to just like bake different things in it. So originally, let me go grab the cookbook that I bought first. Originally, I bought Dessert Person by Claire Saffitz, which is what ChatGPT suggested. This right here, I marked like a few things, but this right here is like if you are someone that aspires to go on like the Great British Bake Off. Like It's like rhubarb pie and stuff. Like, that's just like not, like, I would like to try to make some of those things, but like when I bake something, usually I take half of it to my friends Graham and Shelby because they live like 4 minutes from me, and Shelby also loves to bake. So her and I like send each other back and forth stuff. Like, we literally are rotating back and forth just our Tupperware, basically. Like, we just send each other stuff, send it back. Like, basically whenever we return something, we rarely send it back empty. Like, that's just what we do. Like to give half of whatever I bake to Graham and Shelby because they'll eat it. And just like reading through those recipes in Dessert Person, like, I'm not even gonna eat a lot of those. Mike's definitely not gonna eat a lot of those. And then Graham and Shelby, who is basically who we like share everything with, they wouldn't want to eat those. So I was like, I feel like I need something a little bit more simple, you know, just to like give me some new things to try. Like, I feel like I've really pretty much perfected the art of like a gluten-free chocolate chip cookie. I can make some like decent brownies from scratch. In the fall, I can make these really good like maple cinnamon blondies with like honey cinnamon cream cheese frosting. When I say I make them, I mean I'm like following a recipe that I find online. But I just kind of want to like try some different things, and I feel like baking is something that I do enjoy. It's good for my brain because I'm following directions, I'm slowing down, I'm following the plan, which is like a lot like this fertility journey that I'm on. I'm following the plan. That's what my doctor said the other day. He was like, you have to follow, or you have to trust in the plan, not trust in the month. So like, trust that the plan that we're doing is working and not just get stuck in a cycle of like, well, this month it didn't work. Well, this month it didn't work. Well, this month it didn't work. Just like keep following the plan. So I feel like baking is a lot just like you just got to follow the plan. So this is an exercise in patience because there are a lot of things with baking that do take time. But tonight I just was like, I was like 7 and I was like, I have time. Like, why not just try to make something? We got back from therapy and I was like, what if I just made a cake? So I literally have a yellow cake in the oven right now. I will say I tasted the batter, obviously, like, who doesn't? And it was the best yellow cake batter I've ever had in my life. Granted, I've never made a yellow cake from scratch. I've only ever had one out of a box. So, and I mean, I like them. I like Duncan Hines, you know, Betty Crocker, whatever, out of a box. It's fine. This will be interesting to try. It looks like dense from the picture. It has buttermilk in it, which I thought was interesting. I have maybe like 10 more minutes on my cake, so I am going to sit here and stitch for a minute, and then once I take my cake out of the oven, it says to, once the cake has cooled, make the frosting, and it says 30 minutes for the cake to cool. This will literally be done before we go to, like, right as we're going to bed, but you know what, whatever. It's been good for me this evening, and it's gotten me out of my head, which is good, and given me time to think about the things that we talked about in therapy, which is also good. Okay, you guys, I have finished my yellow cake with homemade chocolate icing. This made so much icing. Like, the icing on this is very thick, but I'm excited to cut into it and see how it looks on the inside. Hey vlog, happy Tuesday. You guys, I've had a day. It has been, work was absolutely crazy today. And I like initially didn't feel like I was gonna be that busy today. Like, I knew I was gonna be busy because I had a lot of meetings, but then the day just kept coming at me, and the next thing I knew it was like 5:30 and I was still in there like working on stuff. So it was just a lot. I didn't really vlog anything this morning because I didn't go to the gym today. Today's Tuesday, like I said, and I don't usually go to the gym on Tuesdays. Scout and I went for a WALK. I can't say it because he's literally sitting right here. And then I walked a lot on my treadmill today in my office, just trying to get my steps in. I'm currently at 8,742, which I try to get anywhere between 8 and 10,000 a day. That's just like been my goal recently. I felt like for a really long time, I was like, I cannot do, like 10,000 steps is just so unattainable. It's so unattainable. And I was like, okay, well, what's a number that like is a stretch and is gonna challenge me, but like is attainable? And like 8,000 is usually that number. Some days if I'm really tired, I'll just do 7, but to like here and lately I've really been trying to lock in and do 8 to 10. And honestly, by the time I get, like, what I try to do is I go on a walk in the mornings. Usually like I'm probably around like 3,500 steps, and we do like a little, it's like 1.2 mile loop around our neighborhood, and that's if I'm taking Scout. I'm going by myself, sometimes I do like a 3 miler, but if I'm taking him, I usually just do the smaller loop because it's just too hot for him. I try to walk on my walking pad around lunch for like about an hour, like sometimes I don't get to an hour. Sometimes it's usually more like 30-40 minutes, and I can get like to like 5,000 steps typically, 6,000. I try to always end my day, like my work day, with at least 7,000. So then once I go for a walk at night, it usually gets me to at least between 8 and 10. I ended up walking this afternoon when I had a break after all those meetings because my brain was completely fried, and I had the toast on and was just like working on emails that had come in throughout the day. So that was really helpful, just to kind of like decompress my brain. Like I said, now I'm almost at 9,000. So it says that it's gonna rain, so it's literally so humid and so hot today. So it's just like hard for me to want to get out and go on another walk again right now. But if I don't, I'll still probably have around like 9,000 steps for the day. So that's good. Didn't do another workout outside of that, just walked. But then I am going to get up and go to the gym in the morning, so I'll have to get my little booty in bed this evening. And my hair, I'm getting my hair done on Thursday, thank God, but it is literally so dirty and greasy, but I just don't want to wash it until I work out in the morning. Sorry. So it's just going to be dirty until after my workout tomorrow, and then I'll come home and do like an everything shower. And then I'm not going to the gym on Thursday because, like I said, I have a hair appointment that morning. And then Friday, I have my first fertility doctor appointment, which is like their new patient appointment. Also, I don't know if you can hear Mike. He's playing his game. So anywho, I think what I'm going to do is, we've already had dinner. I didn't cook. Like, my brain was so fried. I didn't pick up the camera. We had chicken, like a creamy lemon chicken, like orzo. I found the recipe on TikTok. But it was really good. The cream in the sauce was made out of like cottage cheese, so it added a little extra protein, and then it was good. The only thing we didn't have for the recipe, we didn't have any spinach. So that would have added some good like fiber and a veg, but we just didn't have any. We had that. Mike cleaned up the kitchen. I just got off the phone with my mom because we're trying to make plans for my Nana's birthday Saturday. That's that. It's 6:48. I honestly think I'm gonna go wash my face and like go ahead and put my comfies on, and I might turn on House of Stassi again and work on my Jimmy Buffett. I think that's what we're gonna do. Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I'm going to get my nails done, which I get them done every 3 weeks, and I've like made multiple appointments. Oh, are they gonna hit their tracking? I don't think I can make it. Like 3 weeks in advance, so I can keep my time, like my 4 o'clock time on Wednesdays. And I think I may tell her I want to extend it to 4 weeks because I do feel like I could go one more week. Like 5 weeks is too long, but I think 4 weeks is like just enough. I need to see how many more I had booked. I think I maybe booked this one and then one more out at 3 weeks, which I could probably just ask her to change it to 4. I am on my way there right now. It's just a few minutes from my house, and then I think Mike and I are going to go to the country club tonight, and he might go play 9. I'm not really sure. Ever since people went back to school, traffic is so bad. It's so bad. I'm gonna go do that tonight just to like get out of the house a little bit. Last night after I ended up like washing my face and sitting down, like we just got some like really hard news and about like fertility stuff, and I just kind of spiraled a little bit. So obviously I didn't film that, but I do want to be honest and like talk about where I'm at. Like I'm kind of at rock bottom with that whole situation, and even though I'm like outwardly really trying to keep myself together, and like honestly that's like a lot of like why I'm still trying to make myself vlog through this, is because I'm like, I need something to kind of almost like hold me accountable and like something else to like work towards that's not having a baby, because I'm just not in a good place with it. And it just, I don't know, like I was trying to explain to Mike this morning, like we went on a really long walk, and I was just like, the longer we go and we're not pregnant, it's just like, it's not even like not physically having a baby, because like having a baby is going to be hard. Like being pregnant's hard, labor is hard, like having a physical child to take care of is hard. Like I'm not ignorant to that. It's wanting that, but not having it, but also like all the other emotions that come along with this, just feeling like why my body is like betraying me, and like why it's not doing the things that it's supposed to do for a year now, like 13 months now. It's just very, I want to cry, but it's just very, very frustrating. And that is like, that's kind of the aspect that's wearing me down, is it's not even just the like, yes, physically, like we don't have a baby and like we don't have, like we aren't growing our family, but also it's the aspect of all the other questions and things that it makes you question about yourself and about God and like his goodness and kindness and like everything. It makes you question everything. Like, I've just never been through anything like this before. Like, even being single did not feel like this. And also because, like, all my other friends, I think I said this in a vlog last time or maybe even this one, like, all my other friends were single at the same time as me. Like, I was kind of one of the first ones in my little friend group in Nashville to get married. I was the second one to get married. So, like, I don't know. It's just very hard and just makes you question a lot of things. And I just was having a really, really hard night and I've had a hard morning. Like, I went to sleep, just to be transparent, like, I went to sleep crying last night. I woke up crying today. Like, that's where I'm at. And I made myself get ready today because I needed to, like, feel a little bit better about myself and my appearance and all those things. And hopefully, like, getting my nails done will, like, help. Like, that's just always, like, a fun thing. But yeah, it's just really fucking hard. Like, and I'm sorry, I hate to curse, but it is. It's really fucking hard. Just wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
It's so crazy. Wipe off, show the people.
That's really pretty.
That's really cutie. And what's this? It's just like what's it? I'm like you sex nails.
Happy Thursday. I'm on my way to get my hair done and my allergies are so bad this morning. Like, I have been sneezing nonstop and I hate that. I'm like, I don't know why. I guess maybe it rained a lot like last night. And so do I need to get over? Like, I'm just confused. Okay, yeah, I think I do. This lane is closed. This land is your land. Come on, truck. I'm gonna get over and you're gonna have to stop. I am going to my hair appointment and I'm sitting in traffic. Love that. I don't know what work they're doing right here, which also like kind of pisses me off. Like that I'm like, you literally, like I saw multiple road works happening this morning once I got into Knoxville and I'm just like, y'all could have been doing this all summer and literally school started back this week and now you're doing road work and having lanes closed. Like, what the hell are y'all doing? Like, that makes no sense. And traffic already just like gets 10 times worse when school goes back. So it's just like, why are we doing this? I don't know. It's just very frustrating. Sitting in traffic. Luckily, I left early. I was thinking, when I got off the interstate, I was like, man, I'm going to be so early. I'll be able to like sit here and work. I obviously like always bring my laptop because I don't take off work to get my hair done. But anywho, I was like, yeah, I'll be able to sit here and work for a second. And now I'm like, no, I'm literally going to get there right at 10. That is what's going on. I can't remember if I talked about this yesterday. We decided to pause our gym memberships for a little bit just because like socially, like going through infertility is really hard. Just because like I wear my heart on my sleeve and I know that people know when like something's not wrong or not good. And it's just like when people are like, oh, how are you? And it's like, I'm just getting to the point of being like, oh, I'm good. Like, I just can't lie anymore. Like, I'm not good. We're not good. Ththings aren't good. It's really hard because that parking spot is literally on the side of the road and it's really hard to get. We just decided to pause for a little bit, so I'm really gonna have to be disciplined as far as working out, which I feel like I'm already like in the routine of like I usually try to get up decently early. We just haven't been able to go to bed early the last few nights, so it's been hard to get up early. So like today I just like could not get myself out of bed until like 7:40 this morning, but I just couldn't go to sleep last night until like 11:30, 12. So I was just tired. Went and did like a 1.2 mile little loop with Scout. And then all I had time for was a little like 10-minute arm series on YouTube. So I did that. But I at least wanted to get a walk in because I knew I was going to be sitting for a few hours. So 3,200 steps for the day. And I'm trying to get to my 8,000 to 10,000. And we have like a big monthly meeting for my service line that I cover at work this afternoon. So when I get home, like recruitment presents pretty quickly. And so I'll just listen to the recruitment part and then just have it on and be listening while I'm walking for the rest of that like hour and a half. That is what's going on today. Like I said, going to get my hair done, get my roots done. They look so bad and my extensions are literally coming out on the sides. I'm going to ask her to like really, 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 really secure those tightly, as tight as she can, because like I feel like on both sides this time they're like flipping out and it's like I've had to get like the little clips that you use when you're like using clip-in hair extensions and like put them down whenever I've been like slicking my hair back, because these have been like peeking out. Like they're literally peeking out right now. So I'm gonna have to ask her to like really secure those, because I don't know why they've been coming undone. That's only happened to me like the last 2 times. So I don't really know what's happening. Anyways, it is 9:53. I'm gonna go ahead and go in there and run to the restroom really quick, and then she should be here any minute. And then we're gonna get going. I think I already showed you guys like my nails, but I'm literally obsessed. Like, so cute. This one we did dark nail with gold dots. This one you can't really tell, but it's like a cat eye French tip. And then we did a French tip with the dark color. But I truly feel like they look so good. Like, I love the zebra. Let's go get our hair done and do some work. Hey friends, I am back home. I got my hair done. Really, I just like needed my roots done, let's be honest. I don't know why earlier I was like, you know what would be like fun? Like to give the dogs a bath. Like I just feel like they're smelling a little stinky. But like I charged, and I was gonna give Scout like a haircut. But it's now raining and storming. And it's not going to be storming for long, but I just don't really want to, like it's like coming down like crazy. So I know it's just going to be like sticky and humid afterwards. So I'm like, depending on how it feels, I don't know if I want to do that tonight. I do need to like clean up around the house. So we're going to do that together. And then I said I was gonna like lock in on Needlepoint this week, but I feel like I have not locked in, you guys. I fear I've not locked in like I wanted to. But like this morning I had my hair appointment, and sometimes I can Needlepoint at my hair appointment, but I really had to work while I was there today. So I was like on my computer the entire time, like putting out fires. And then I literally was like rushing home because I needed to like get some stuff done like with my monitors. So I have been working. I mean, it's 5 o'clock and I'm just now logging off for the day, which is when I usually do. It's not like I'm working late or anything like that. Yeah, work was just kind of like crazy today, and I had a lot of stuff I needed to get done because I'm going to be out tomorrow. So I just needed to make sure like all my little ends were tied up in a bow. Kind of wanted to give the dogs a bath. Now it's like storming. I'm like, I don't think I want to give the dogs a bath if it's going to be like gross and I can't let them hang out outside afterwards or take them on a walk to help them dry off. So I think I'm just gonna get some things done around here. Oh, I was telling that whole story because I was talking about not locking in with Needlepoint. I needlepointed a little bit at the golf course last night, but Mike was like going so quickly that it was like hard for me to like get anything done between when we had to move again. So I didn't really needlepoint very much. And then we got home, honestly like showered, went straight to bed. So didn't needlepoint last night. I really would like to needlepoint tonight and work on Jimmy Buffett. I know my threads are coming tomorrow for the house that I showed you guys in the beginning. So hopefully this weekend I can get some good stuff done on that. Like tomorrow night after my doctor's appointment, I have no plans. So I'm hoping tomorrow afternoon I can come home, and everyone's saying I probably will want to take a nap afterwards. Maybe after a nap we can needlepoint together for a little bit. That's my hope. Let's like kind of clean the house up a little bit, and then I'll catch up with you guys after I get some cleaning done because it needs to be done.
Like the way they keep on Instagram. Yes. Like well, I think it's just like I was watching Mad Men. Like, Liza Small, ugly pretend. No. And I feel like come September, shows medically it says New Zealand following.
I completely forgot. I literally sat down to I can never figure out like exactly where I want my head to be in the shot. But anyways, I literally sat down because I was like, yeah, I have dinner. I think I can't remember. I had dinner in the oven. Well, let me roll back the tape. Last I told you guys, and the last you saw, I was cleaning. Mike was playing golf this afternoon because he's playing in a tournament, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. And the guy he's playing with is going to be gone at the beach all next week. So they wanted to go do like a practice round. So they went and played golf, and there was like a rain delay. So then he kind of got stuck out there. So then he calls me. He's like, hey, I'm not going to be back in time. Like, you may want to go ahead and cook dinner. I don't really cook. So then I had to figure that out. And then so I got dinner in the oven. I just like did like baked chicken and potatoes like I do all the time if I have to cook. And I sat down I was going to start needle pointing, and I was going to work on my Jimmy, and I was like, it's Thursday and I have not edited my vlog that's supposed to go up Saturday morning, and I may feel awful after this doctor's appointment tomorrow. So I wanted to go ahead and get that edited And honestly, it wasn't a lot of footage. I really didn't vlog like a ton last week. It's like 20 minutes, which I love like longer vlogs, but I was just kind of sad last week. So no one really got a lot from me, but it's still good. It was a lot of like needlepoint, like organization stuff. And obviously you've maybe already seen it. If you're watching this, you've probably already seen that vlog. So anyway, I was like, oh shoot, I need to edit that. So went ahead and edited that, and it's now 9 o'clock and I just got done. And Mike's home now. Football's on tonight, which feels kind of crazy. My husband's like the biggest football freak ever. Like he follows like people like recruiting out of high school, like, and where they're going to college. Like he's very into it, and the NFL, all the things. So like during the fall, we watch football. That's what we do. So there's like preseason NFL games on tonight, and I think we're about to get in the bed and watch the Titans. And I don't know, I kind of want to finish my book. I've been reading Theo of Golden, which on Goodreads, like pretty much all my friends, I would say like 85% of people that I'm friends with on Goodreads gave it like 4 or 5 stars. And I just never read it like when it was like really buzzy a few months ago. And the other day I was just kind of like over romance, and like I just was like, I just don't want like a tropey, like cheesy romance. So I was like, let me try something else. So actually no, what got me to read Theo of Golden was I watched a YouTube video. Everything always goes back to YouTube. And it was Lottie Smalley. She had like it was basically like a paid partnership with the city of Columbus, Georgia. That's like where kind of like the city of Golden is like loosely based off of. And she did a video, and that's what got me to read the book. So they did their job. And Mike actually his hometown's not far from there. So next time we're down that way, we may go by there just because I'm curious to like see it in person. But that's what got me to read the book. And I had seen on Goodreads that everyone had given it such great reviews. So I was like, I'll give it. And I really have liked it. I'm like 80. I fell asleep last night, probably like 86%. So I'm almost done. So part of me wants to needlepoint, but I also kind of want to finish that book. So I need to clean up the kitchen still, unload the dishwasher, reload the dishwasher. I'm going to probably get in bed and read Theo of Golden. I can't eat anything like after midnight tonight, which like obviously I normally wouldn't eat anything anyways. I can't eat before my appointment tomorrow, and I know I'm gonna be so hungry. Like I eat breakfast every morning now. Like I used to not be a breakfast person, but now I eat breakfast every morning. I'll bring you guys along with me tomorrow, or at least let you guys know how it went. But I'm going to I guess I can show you just because I have it sitting here, my Jimmy canvas. I was like missing some threads in here, but I think now I should have everything in here. But I really don't have much else to show, but I did do silk lame braid on his glasses. I thought that was like a cool touch because it feels like it's like water like glistening off of it, and I think I'm gonna do like a beachy background behind it. And then I have the guitar almost done, and I put the brown in today to do this part, and then I think I may use that silk lame braid as his like guitar strap too. And then I've started on his shorts down here. Really cute. I'm still not sure what I want to do the little flowers in. I can't remember if I bought anything funky for that. I know for the parrot I bought Fairy Velvet, so I'll be using that for. That's the progress that I've made. I do still need a color for like the bottom of his hat down here because I don't believe I have one. I like went through my reds and I don't have anything. So if I'm feeling up to it, I may run into Canvas Queen tomorrow because my doctor is out that way. You know, it's always fun to pop in and see. And it'll be like my reward for everything I'm going to be put through tomorrow. So anyways, this is where I'm at with Jimmy. I'm going to get my kitchen cleaned, unload, reload the dishwasher, and probably get in bed and finish my book. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Girls, happy Friday. I had my doctor's appointment this morning, which I feel like went really well. I didn't actually see the doctor. It was just like a bunch of tests, and I gave like 8 vials of blood. Like I've never given that much blood in my life ever. It was so many. Because of my PCOS diagnosis, they also had me do a glucose test, like the glucose test that you hear everyone talk about when they actually do get pregnant. I had to drink that stuff, stay there for 2 hours. It was like a whole thing. The test, like the drink itself, if you are someone that like enjoys like an icy, like a Coke icy, or like if you just drink soda, like normal soda, like I really try to limit myself with them, but like I enjoy a crispy Coke. Like I do every now and again, like when I go to the movies, things like that. Like I don't drink them often now, but But I will say, if you're someone that enjoys that, or like a Dr. Pepper or anything of that nature, you'll be just fine drinking that drink. It's sweet, but people are like, it's so disgusting. I'm like, if you're someone that doesn't ever drink soda, I can see why you feel that, but if you do, then you'll be fine. It's just not carbonated, so that makes it a little harder to go down because it's kind of like Kool-Aid. Like, it reminded me of thick red Powerade. Not super thick, but just like thicker than normal. Drink that, was there for 2 hours. I felt okay. I was nauseous the first hour, and then I honestly was just so tired. Like, just like, because you fast the night before. So like, I ate dinner last night, didn't eat anything until after I left the doctor's office today. So I didn't have any food, and then you have 100 grams of sugar. So it just like totally like plummets you down, and I was so tired. I thought I was okay. Like, I was super tired. They were literally so nice. They let me take a nap in the ultrasound room because I was the last patient there of the day. And so I laid in there for like my second hour and took a nap. And then they woke me up, did another blood test, like 2 more vials of blood. And then I finally got to leave, and Mike and I went to lunch. I ordered steak and shrimp, and I literally just ate, and I got a baked potato, but I didn't eat that. I literally just ate the protein because I was like, I need protein in my body. I ate that. Then like right after I ate, I was like, okay, I feel okay. So I wanted to go to Canvas Queen because I was literally right beside it. Like, I was just like, I live an hour away and I'm right beside it. So like, why would I not go? You know? So we have a bag of goodies that I wanted to give you guys a haul. Surprise haul. Was not planning on going in there. Nor was I planning on really buying anything, but I said, you know what? We've had a tough day. And you know what's going to make that better? Canvas Queen. Canvas Queen's going to make that better. They are. It really wasn't a bad day, but it was just like anxiety of everything. And like, they took so much blood. So it's now actually 7 because we got home at like right at 2, and I slept until 5:30, and then I was just on the phone with my mom for like 45 minutes. I was exhausted. It really just, on our way home, like after I left Canvas Queen and we were in the car, like I just got really dizzy, and I was like, I just feel dizzy, like I need to lay down, and then I slept for forever. So I bought some fun stuff that I wanted to show you guys. So for my Jimmy, my needle fell out on the way home of my thread back here, but I'm making some really good progress at the doctor's office today. I got his shorts done, the brown of his sandals done. I was working on his strap on the way home today. I also got all this brown like around the guitar, like kind of that detail done. So I need to finish this. Like I said, I started to get really dizzy, so I was like, let me just take a second. But I've made some really good progress on him this week, I feel like, because I think I showed you guys earlier in the week, and I don't even remember when I started this exactly, but I remember telling you guys at the beginning of this vlog I wanted to lock in, and I feel like I'm doing an okay job. Like, this is what I'm probably going to work on tonight. It's a Christmas present, so I'm just like trying to get Christmas presents done. This one's going to be framed once I get like all the background done and everything, but I feel like I'm making really, really good progress on him. So I did need a few extra threads for fibers, sorry. Don't want the police to come after me. I did need a few extra fibers for this one. I realized that, so I had bought, when I kitted this originally, which is a few vlogs back, if anyone is interested, I grabbed these colors for the parrot. And I may do it on his, I don't know. I'm like, do I want to do his shirt, like the flowers in Very Velvet? Because I do think that would look cool. But I'm just not sure. I might just do the parrot in velvet. I'm not quite sure yet. But anyways, I realized that today, literally on the way down there, that this little sliver of blue was like a turquoise. So I was like, let me grab another Petite Very Velvet for that. So that way I have the full, I have yellow in here too. The entire parrot I've kitted in Very Velvet. Then I needed like a little, like for like kind of the brim of his hat, I just didn't have the right shade of, like I couldn't tell if it was like brown or red. And so I got 2 different ones. Guava kind of looks exactly like what I had. So I may do whiskey, I don't know. But I got these 2 like essentials cards, because the original color that I have on his hat right now is Merlot. So I just needed something that was a little bit distinctive off of that for like the brim of the hat. So I grabbed that. I think that's everything I got for this canvas. And then I grabbed 2 Christmas canvases because I was like, these are just so cute. Like, I love this Arden Gray round I picked up. I just think it's so pretty. And I was like, I kind of want to do the entire thing in Very Velvet and make it into an ornament. So I did. So I getted it. I was not planning on doing this. I spent a lot of money that I was not planning on. But, you know, when you're going through infertility, you have to bring yourself the little joys, you know. So I'm doing this color, V210 pink, very pretty light pink color for the background. And then I picked paprika for the little bows on there. And then I grabbed this pink, which is just antique pink. Maybe it says antique ... I don't know. For the pink that's in the Christmas trees. I wish they would have had like a hot pink, but they didn't. So I may order that somewhere else and I'll just have this in for my stash. And then there's like a cream color in the tree, and I grabbed Ecru, E-C-R-U for that. And then these are the 2 greens that I'm doing for the tree, which is pistachio and sea green. I'm obsessed with these. Like, I think these will look so good in the Christmas tree. I've never done an entire canvas in Very Velvet, but it is my favorite thing to stitch with. So, very excited. So we're gonna put these away for now. And like I literally told Mike, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna run in for a second. I really don't need anything. Famous last words. Famous last words. I also need to go to the mailbox because all the fibers that I bought for house canvas came in from National Needleworks today. Oh, I forgot I grabbed this Threadworks for Jimmy Buffett's hair because literally you cannot find fuzzy stuff right now in white or gray. Like, it doesn't exist. I've looked. So I grabbed this to use for his hair, and I think that'll look really good. So I grabbed that. Hi, honey. You okay?
Yeah.
I'm doing a needlepoint haul.
Okay. Grass looks good out there. You want to show them that?
Maybe in a minute. Oh wow, it does look nice. You kind of stink.
You don't have to be so surprised. It always looks nice, guys.
I think I showed you guys earlier this week that I painted those little like Pillsbury sugar cookies, like the Halloween cookies from I like painted it on Sunday. Yeah, I painted it on Sunday when I was working on the house. So I went ahead and kitted that because I didn't have like the right colors for that. So I grabbed Milan and I went ahead and grabbed big skeins of it because I was like, I figure I'll use this. It's like common colors in Critter for like the dark part of the sugar cookie. And then barley for the light part of the sugar cookie. And then I grabbed just plain black and Milan Eepee. I think this is the orange that I have. So I grabbed Eepee, E-P-E-E, I don't really know, for like the pumpkin orange. And then Beetlejuice for the purple, which I love. And Clover for the green, which I feel like these 3 together are like such good Halloween vibes. Like, I'm loving these. So I got those for that canvas, which that'll be like a quick little stitch. It's 13 mesh. It didn't take me long. Like, that would be like a fun little Saturday stitch. And then I didn't kit this canvas because I really want to do it in Very Velvet. Like I said, I'm working on Christmas presents. So this Jimmy Buffett, I think I originally had said I was gonna give it to my mom and dad, but I think I'm just gonna gift it to my dad because I found this canvas that I want to gift to my mom because we have always had golden retrievers growing up, and as you guys know, I literally have a golden retriever Scout. He is right here by my side always. And there's Ringo. And he's your bestest boy in the world. So I have Scout, and then my mom and dad they also have a red golden. His name's Duke, and he's really old. Like, he's like 14, and maybe our last Christmas with him if he makes it that far. His birthday's in November. I really hope he does. I mean, they say he's in like decent health. He's still like is getting up and everything, so we pray that he stays around a little longer. He just kind of hangs out on the couch all day. But my mom, we had another golden retriever prior to him, Annabelle. Like, I got her in the 2nd grade for Christmas, so I just thought this would be really sweet to do for my mom. And I may frame it so that way she can like put it out at Christmas, like even after Duke's gone. I feel like she would really appreciate that. But I'll say all that to say I really want to do it in Very Velvet, and Canvas Queen was sold out of Petite Very Velvet in all of these colors. So I'm gonna probably have to order it somewhere, but I just loved this so much. Like, this is just so, like, my mom will really, really love this a lot. I am so excited to stitch this, and this one is 13 mesh, which I'm like, this will just be fun. Like, this will be so fun. All Very Velvet and 13 mesh, like, I die. Like, it'll be amazing. That is my haul from Canvas Queen today. If you're ever in Knoxville, go to Canvas Queen. Love them in there. They're so nice. They were like putting in this beautiful, I think I took like a little tiny clip that will probably be right before this, but they had like this giant bow outside of it, and they were doing this like fall installation with like these giant like leaves, and like their little window display is always so good. And honestly, like all the shops in that little center like all have good window displays, so that's probably why they do it. But it's just amazing. So, and they're just so nice. Like the shop girls in there are so nice. Like Kelsey, the owner, she was in there today. She literally makes a point to say hi to you, like, thank you so much for coming in, even when she's like literally there working, like doing, like, she was in there with her computer in the back, and like every time someone walked in, she's like, hey, thank you so much for coming in. Like, so nice. So anyways, if you're ever in Knoxville, go see them. I also love Wallace Needlepoint. That's the other one that I go to sometimes, and it's in Bearden, so not as far out west, but I have a feeling I'll be going to Canvas Queen a lot just because it's literally right next to my fertility doctor, and I feel like if you're having to go to the fertility doctor, you deserve a treat, and my treat is the Needlepoint store. So Mike is in the shower, as you guys just saw. He came in, he smells really bad, and we need to figure out what we're gonna do for dinner because I'm hungry and my head still kind of hurts. So I need to eat something very like protein forward, but I'm gonna be so honest, like that volcano sushi roll we ate last Friday night sounds really good. I know I probably shouldn't eat that, but it sounds really good. So we need to figure out what we're doing for dinner. We're obviously gonna have to eat out because we didn't defrost anything. So more to come. Right, so I'm gonna go check the mail, and hopefully all of my fibers are in here for the house. Y'all, I'm so bad about checking my mail. Our mailboxes are just like not close to our house. Like we have to drive over here, and I just forget. Y'all, I'm dying. I have this little like contraption on my camera that's like magnetic, so that way it can stick to things like our refrigerator, or like if I wanted to put it up on like a microwave or something. And when I got it off TikTok Shop, I was like, why is this so hard to put on? And I was like, I don't want to break it. Like, it just feels really hard to put on. Well, then I like finally squeezed it and got it on. Then I had to take it off because it covers the SD card like slot, and I needed that because I had to edit that video last night, so I had to take it off. I was just trying to put it back on because I don't have like a tripod for this camera. I was like, you know, it would be nice to just like stick it to their fridge or whatever, because it's like a decent like filming spot. Our house is disgusting. Whatever. I'm cracking up. I literally got this note with my fibers order from National Needleworks, and it says, thank you, bud. Thank you, bud. Cracking up. Okay. They sent them in like 2 different, I bought so many greens because I just like wasn't really sure what I wanted, to be honest. This is so much fun. So let's go through all this. So I'm not 100% sure, like this is what I'm gonna, I mean it's pretty similar. I don't know if I love that red. I have to get another one, but for the Japanese maple, I got these 3 colors. I for sure really like these 2. I don't know, that one is kind of the same. There is like a, it's hard to see, but there is like a pinky color. So I don't know. But anyways, I got Current, is this like really pretty red color. And then Corsage is this pretty like pinky, like dark purpley color, like almost like a fuchsia, but not as bright. And then Bouquet, which this one I'll definitely use. I'm just not quite sure about the other 2. And then I got 2 skeins of barley for, like the actual house is a little bit more yellow in this painting, but I got barley for that because like based off the picture that I'm going off of, that'll be perfect. For the roof, I'm really unsure what color to use. Got so many. I wasn't sure between Doc, Cocoa, or Gazelle, because the picture doesn't really matter here because I'm really just going to be matching it to the photo, but I couldn't quite. I feel like maybe this one would be like a good roof color, which this one is Cocoa. So I have 3 options there. Choose for that. That is also a Doc. I bought 2 of those. I bought so many greens. Like I said, I literally wasn't sure what I wanted. This one I'm probably not going to use. Terrain. That is like a little too green. I'll probably use this one for sure. Holly. I really like this one. Mistletoe. I'm not sure I'm going to use that one. It may be a little too bright. But I'm thinking I'm probably going to go with like these shades for the grass. But I just told you about this one. This one is Crocodile. This one is Eucalyptus. I love that color. And like her door is green also, so I'm going to have to use one of the greens for the door. Salamander is this one. And then Caterpillar is that one. I think I picked Caterpillar for the door. I'm pretty sure. And then there's like a goldish part like around her door and like her doormat. So I got this more yellowy color for, which is Hummus. And the actual gold accents of like where her doorbell is, I'm gonna use Fireworks probably. And then, oh, here's another green. Ivy that could be used in the grass or wherever. And then I have like a few mulch colors in there. We have Western and Cocoa again. So I might not use Cocoa on the roof. I don't know. And then there's like a few, oh, I had to get like a whitish color because for the gutters, which are like that pastel-y color in my drawing, but I just had to differentiate between like the canvas and then what was actually I needed to do. So Sweet Pea I got for that. And then there's like a few different like rocks in her front yard. So I got these 3. I got Dolphin. I got Lullaby. And I got Shark. And like the side, like her little sidewalk in front of her house too. Those will be on there. And then there's like a little blue pot on her front porch. And I got Yang for that, which I'm obsessed with this color. I think it's so pretty. So, again, this is the house for reference. The colors are not exact because I used what I had to paint it. And I'm going off the picture as far as like the colors for actually kitting it. So I'm probably going to have to put this on my scroll is what I'm thinking. Most likely. I might even have to actually cut it again to fit it on my scroll because it's such like an awkward shape. So, anyways, just wanted to show you guys what I got. I have a few things that I bought Milan thread floor for that Mahjong from Above canvas that I'll use for like these little flowers down here. But just wanted to show you guys what I grabbed, and I'm gonna put all this up and organize it. Hey guys, I totally forgot to end off the vlog. I think the last that I showed you guys was Friday night maybe, when I was going through the fibers that I got for that house canvas, but I definitely forgot to vlog, like finish out the vlog or show you anything else from the weekend. So I just wanted to hop on here and close out this vlog and say thank you so much for watching this video, for catching up with me. I know it was like a lot of life updates along with needlepoint things and kind of getting to show you getting some new projects, showing some new projects, all that fiber that I bought for these new canvases that I'm gonna be doing stitching soon, hopefully for Christmas gifts. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for being here. It has been so fun lately. I've been getting just like a lot more comments and engagement on videos, which I love. Like, it excites me so much when I get a notification that someone's commented on a video and I I get to engage with you all in that way. Like, I think that aspect of the community is so fun. That's what I like to do as someone who consumes YouTube content from creators. So it's always fun to have those types of comments on my videos as well. So again, thank you guys for being here. I'm actually I've already started the next vlog. Today's Monday. I started filming this morning, and I was just about to pick up the camera and do a little intro, and I realized that I never closed out my last vlog. So I wanted to film this clip, say thanks for being here, subscribe if you haven't. We'd love for you to leave a comment, let me know where you're watching from, what your favorite parts of these vlogs are, if there's anything else you want to see. I'd love to accommodate in any way that I can and create things that people enjoy watching. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.